You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 485, recorded July 2023, posted January 2025. Pan Flute Gorn Fight.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a Dungeon Master, is he in pronouns, and today we are continuing the Party Crashers adventure. Allow me to introduce our players, then remind you of who their characters are, and then we will join the action in progress as robberies happen. First up, it's Steve Lutz. Steve Lutz! Welcome.
Yay! That's the most excited anybody's been to see me in a long time. Yep, it's me, Steve Lutz, and I am playing Zamfool, master of the Pan Flute. And,
who is secretly...
Don't ruin it. Spoilers.
All right,
I'm
my
I'm a
apologies,
little guy
Zamfool.
with a pan flute and a luxurious mustache.
All right.
It makes it very difficult to play the pan flute.
Well, that's why it's got to go out, not down. That's the key.
I also have a little flag.
Oh, yeah. Also joining us, it's Annette Wierstra. Welcome back, Annette.
Hello, Annette Wierstra, she, her, playing Hrill, they, them, a Verdant rogue, but also Hrill is playing Olentor the Ominous because
So
I'm
many
pretending
levels.
to be a fancy VIP.
It's true. You have snuck into the party under the guise of Olentor, the Ominous Warlock of Baldur's Gate.
Wait, what guys did
Wait,
you
she
see
actually
again?
snuck under the guys? Yeah. Snuck under the guys.
Speaking of guys, also joining us is Tiff Arvent.
Playing the high elf ranger named Guy English, who has already arrived at this adventure in disguise.
Next up, it's James Thompson.
I'm James Thompson, he, him. I'm playing Valeria Shatterbone, he, her, who is a half-orc barbarian.
Shatterbone? Really? How did I not notice that before?
It's just...
It's a family name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she only wants to steal one thing from this party, and that's Vasha's heart.
Oh.
Way to subvert my heist. And last but certainly not least, it's Kathy Campbell.
Hi, Kathy Campbell, she, her. I am playing Eloise of the Woods, she, her, who is a satyr bard, who is pretending to be Samantha, who she plays a lyre and a flute and bagpipes.
She's playing a liar who plays a liar.
Yes, exactly.
She is a
like
liar.
to clarify.
Why are there so many things happening with identity theft today? It's because our adventurers have been hired by the Black Cat Thieves Guild of Waterdeep. They have been hired to steal a ledger from I should know the names of the characters in my adventure, shouldn't I?
Ledger?
Lord
I
VD.
hardly know her. No, sorry.
They have been hired to steal a ledger from Lord Dalethar, a ledger of legitimate and not so legitimate business dealings that the Black Cat Thieves Guild would just like to know about. Just maybe have some proof. Just have some just like to be in on the information. So they have traveled to the estate where there is a fancy party happening. One of them, as aforementioned, is in disguise as a guest. The rest are there as entertainers, and they have made contact with a operative of the Black Cat Thieves Guild who has handed them a map of the mansion before resuming his kitchen duties. As you are considering your next steps, Anton and Mishka, two of the staff who seem to be the kind of senior staff at the Dalethar estate, approach you to coordinate the entertainment for the evening. And Hrill, you notice that the guests are starting to kind of make their way from the Great Hall out to the courtyard. Seems like there's kind of the really important folks get seated at a table. The other folks are kind of standing around the periphery of the courtyard, perhaps at some tall tables, enjoying some beverages and whatnot.
Well, I'm going to make my way sort of there, but I kind of want to swing by Valeria and give her a little update.
Okay.
Being like loudly, oh, are you demonstrating with weapons? And tell her about the ritual in the basement and that maybe we want to be out of here before they summon a demon.
All right. So I mentioned Anton and Mishka arrived to show you to where you need to be, and they're going to basically separate. Anton will take Valeria and I guess Guy English to the armory, which is just off of the courtyard, to prepare. Mishka shows Eloise and Diendo to the stage and a selection of musical instruments. Two tired-looking jugglers vacate the stage as you approach.
I thought that was trash on the stage, so it's good to know it's jugglers.
I mean,
the same thing.
Wow. I did not know that Total Party Kill was an anti-juggler situation here.
Only those jugglers.
All right.
Trash jugglers.
Because you guys are going to be so much better.
Let's start with Guy English and Valeria, or sorry, Guy and Valeria. Anton takes you to, there is a very kind of fancy armory just off of the courtyard, and it is stocked with all manner of weapons, some of them a little bit more ceremonial looking than others, but it's almost like you didn't need to smuggle weapons inside, wooden weapons to arrive here. And Anton is very proud of showing off all of the different weapons, armors, shields, and other things. The master says you should take whatever you want, whatever you think will be put on a spectacular show. Just make sure you bring it back afterwards.
Absolutely. We will 100% bring it back.
Yes.
Okay, what have we got?
The armory contains just about everything you could ever imagine as far as mundane weapons, armors, and shields. Nothing as far as magical items.
Okay, can we shoo this guy out of the room? Because
no, he is going to hover nearby. There is Guy English. There are plenty of longbows and quarrels of arrows that you could scoop up.
All right.
Sure glad they took our weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think the idea is these two people can easily replace weapons. Other people, it would be harder.
So there seems to be a guard in here, right? And
there is a guard standing by who's, he's bored, but I guess he has nothing else to look at, so he's just kind of staring at all of you. And Anton is here, so you're being watched as you get ready.
Well,
rude. Such a creep. Jeez. Is there a way we can get rid of Anton?
I mean, there's many ways that you can get
so we were told
what level of
there was an implication that we weren't to kill people and stuff them under a table or down a trash chute or something. I mean,
but there's nothing saying you can't have somebody unconscious, because then they will no longer
be conscious.
At some point, and at some point they will be conscious again.
There's nothing in the rules that says we can't murder everyone.
Also, true. To be fair, the only reason we don't have to murder them is if we want that 50 gold pieces. Yeah. If we don't care about it, does him
bad. And already,
we
50
could
gold
be
pieces
real
is
scoundrels.
not it's a nice amount of money, but it's not like a lot of money.
Yeah,
once you commit,
we've gotten tattooed or anything. We're not.
Yeah.
And as soon as you kill one person, then I mean, it's
you might as well just kill all of them.
They just,
I mean, to be fair, we are in a room with somebody who is offering us all the weapons we want, and there doesn't seem to be any restrictions or problems, so we could just take all the weapons that we want.
You need he's expecting that you're going to use weapons for the demonstration.
Yeah. So
can we tell him something that the jugglers, we've seen them before and he needs to go after them?
What do you want to do here that requires there not to be witnesses?
I need no witnesses. All right, this is what my plan is. I really want to get a hold of a guard's uniform. That's what I really want to do. It might be hard, or
might be hard. Might be hard to do before the performance, especially. Right?
As we do the performance dressed as guards.
It's part of the bait and switch, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So maybe we do the performance first.
What if we got them on stage as helpers?
Ooh.
And tie them up.
And then murder them.
and murder them on stage. Is that all part of the act?
show?
Blood.
Authenticity.
Yeah.
I think we should just like load up on weapons, and there might be like a store of clothes or something that we can find somewhere around.
You
I
have
know
not.
we can find a lot of hooded robes.
Yes,
You have
I
not
think
had a chance to explore much of the mansion grounds itself so far.
were it not for the fact that a demon would be summoned, I think getting some of those robes would be quite cool.
Just add to your stolen clothing collection.
Well, we could always hit up the coat room before we leave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are, yeah. I will say there are lots, you saw a variety of guards throughout the mansion. There are probably other ones that are more isolated that would be easier to silently incapacitate and liberate of their
Life.
Of their uniforms.
All right, so I'm thinking we have to do this performance first to get Anton off our back.
Yeah.
He does. He's
so
rocking back and forth on his heels, anxiously looking at the little sundial on his wrist.
I think we need to come up.
Let's
Definitely how it works.
Let's go perform. Let's go.
I think we
never
need
work
to
when I'm
kind
indoors.
of maybe work on the plan of the performance, so we've got something. I mean, like you mentioned, shooting an apple off my head, which.
I mean, I feel like we've sparred before.
Just wing it. Just wing it.
Yeah, I think we literally
I
just
just
Stop
grab-
planning things, James.
I grab 2 axes, a sword,
You grab
and
everything.
the best looking. No, I'll go for the best looking sword and a shield and 2 axes. I think that's enough.
Okay, excellent.
These are the hoity-toity folk. They're going to be impressed if you just
Yeah.
like, throw a dagger at something.
If I cut
Yeah,
somebody's
I'm
arm
only
off
going
on
for the
stage.
longbow because that's
That's what you know.
yeah.
And we'll assume that you have more arrows than you could ever fire.
Yeah.
I'm also very majestic, so
Yes,
I don't need
just
to be
like Guy
encumbered.
English. Got it. Meanwhile, let's see here. Meanwhile, Mishka is showing Diendo and Eloise to the stage, and there's there's some sweeping of whatever the things that the jugglers dropped off, and some other staff bring over. It looks like basically like some crates of musical instruments. They're basically kind of just an assortment of mundane instruments. I think you have your own stuff, so you're fine. But if you didn't, or needed to fake being a musician, and Mishka kind of helps you find your way up onto stage, arranges for some seats to be prepared, and then she says, this is the list of requests. Try to stick to these if you can. The guests can be particular. And she hands you kind of a piece of paper with a list of songs that,
Do we know any of these songs?
Give me a history check.
I mean, is it just paper or is it sheet music? If it's sheet music,
It's
we're
paper.
probably fine.
It's just a list
boy.
of songs.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
History, you said?
Yeah.
It's become a piano bar.
Yeah, I got a 9. So
I got an 8.
You are
Oh,
you
God, you guys
know
suck.
you know some songs on this list, but most of them are not songs that you are prepared to play.
it's cool. It's all smooth jazz. They won't know the difference.
Yeah. Right. Well, just 5.
And Mishka explains, we'd like you to start off, and then we're going to transition into combat demonstration, then some more of you all, and then the main event, and then they have dinner.
Are you saying that like
main
we're
event?
not the main event?
Well, the main event is going to involve the combatants, but if you could provide some background music during that, that would be lovely.
What?
What? We're not here, so we don't know this, but
Nope, you do not.
we just feel really uneasy for some reason.
Can you
Eloise
give me an
has
idea of what
those
sort of
message
music we should
things.
play for
Yes.
the main event?
Yes. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to message Tiff because...
Guy.
Sorry, Guy. So sorry. Forgive me. Eloise is going to message Guy to let them know, basically, hey, this is, apparently the main event is not our performances, but you all are included in the main event, which seems ominous.
I message back. Sounds sus.
Hella sus.
Can you
Tell
message
us.
me and tell me too?
You're next to me, I tell you.
So
If you want a special mental message, I can do that too.
I'm just thinking like security here, but
Okay, I also mental message you.
Yeah, but
Can't
see,
trip.
Eloise talks to Guy because they can message to each other in like not just one way.
That's
message.
fair.
Diendo sends a telepathic message to Guy English saying, "Hey, are you guys sending messages?"
Can everyone send messages apart from me?
Just because he suddenly looked
I'm just
very
sitting and
focused.
eating some fancy dinner, oblivious.
Or is Diendo just thinking
Oh my god,
he's
did you
sending
see
messages?
what Valeria was wearing?
She's yeah.
Diendo says, we weren't really briefed on this main event. What sort of music are we supposed to play? Like, what is this event that we're supposed to be? We need to prepare for it.
It's gonna be it's gonna be exciting. So just something that'll get the crowd pumped up.
Something, okay.
Pump the jam. Pump the jam.
Yeah.
So
All right,
pump-
all right.
that's right.
So some jock jams.
Do you-
Excellent.
yeah. Just
Ye
some,
old jock jams.
yeah, some fight music.
So some freedom rock or something?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Should we turn it up?
Jockey jams.
Yeah, up to 11. And so the party commences. Diendo and Eloise, you have approximately a second to turn to each other and decide what song you are going to play.
How many entries are on the list?
There's several, and we've identified that you do know at least a few of them.
Do we know? Do either of us both know the same
Yeah.
song?
Do we know the same song?
Let's say yes. And so that narrows down the list.
Okay.
Might be a
So
short
we'll-
set. There's
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
we'll start with the first one, and then because obviously we've played around the campfire other songs. So
Sure.
like,
until
Yeah.
they made us go
we vibe
somewhere
together.
else. To
Yep.
record.
Right.
So I'm
but,
going to need
it's
both
fine.
of you to make a performance check. Eloise, because you are an actual bard, I will allow you to do that with advantage.
And I've got this cool flag. I feel like that should give me something.
You do feel like that should give you something.
Can I quickly get the name of the other half orc? What was the name of the Vesper?
Fascia.
Basha.
Fascia.
Fascia.
How could you forget?
I got a 24.
Sorry.
And
I
thank
got a
goodness
15.
All right.
for advantage because
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
All right. Elle is kind of carrying the performance. Elle, do you know what song? Can you pick a
15?
song
Come
off
on,
of-
that's not that bad.
It's not bad, but it's not above a 20.
Well, look, nobody expects you to lead the band with a pan flute, okay?
No, they do not.
I know my place.
Time
Thank
for the
goodness I've got
4-hour
the
pan flute solo.
Although I am a master.
What song are you playing?
Oh gosh.
My heart will go on.
Zoot Suit Boogie, I think it's called.
All right.
Heart will go on. Yes.
On
It is-
pan flute.
It is a rousing performance of My Heart Will Go On, and some of the nobles they look touched. They're a single
Like
tear
start
rolls.
off with some emotions. Yep.
Yeah, rolls down the cheek of one old snarly looking man.
I didn't know
And
that's what we were playing. I was playing a different song.
hence the 15.
I was playing my sweet little deli chicken. It's a totally different melody.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the pan flute you can only do so much with, so nobody probably even knows.
Yeah.
And so Anton then as the song wraps up, there's there's a good size applause, and Anton turns to Guy and Valeria and says, "Oh, what name should I use for introducing you?
What?
That's a strange name.
Your stage names."
Oh.
Well, do you want to go back? What or O? Make up your mind.
We're the I feel we should be twins because
Okay.
um,
The Thompson twins.
we
Thompson and Thompson.
the French twins.
I'm still
'Cause they're
thinking about
telling
your
lots
heart
of
will go
lies,
on.
lies, lies. Yeah.
The Thompson Twins
Oh
is the
yes,
band
no.
from
Let's
the 80s.
our group is called Lies, Lies, Lies.
All right.
I like it.
Anton leads you out into the courtyard in front of the stage, and he speaks in a surprisingly booming voice. Hrill, I'll mention that Lord Darthar has reappeared and taken a seat next to you. Vasha floats nearby, prepared to provide bodyguard services as needed. But Anton takes center stage and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we are very proud here at the Darthar family estate to bring you tonight's entertainment, where two warriors will fight for your amusement, and the winner will go on to do battle in the main event." And he scurries off the stage as Guy and Valeria face off against each other.
Oh, wow. This is a real thing.
Yeah.
I thought we were just going to be shooting apples.
Did you bring any apples?
I do a couple flips. Like,
All right.
Flipping around.
Give me
like
a
distractions.
acrobatics check.
Oh, okay.
Lands flat on his back.
Come on, Guy. 6.
Oh no. You make one flip and then you try to keep going and you totally fall on your butt.
Okay.
Can I throw out my back and I have to leave?
Yeah. Valeria?
Diendo yells, "Watch out for bear traps!"
I'm going to reach behind my back, take out a hand axe, and I'm going to throw the hand axe so that it arrives just between Guy's legs.
Yes, so Guy is on the ground trying to crawl out of the ring, and you are throwing axes at Guy just as he crawls in one direction.
We didn't tell you we're a comedy weapons act. That's really what it is. It makes like a dung, 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 dung.
Yeah.
If this goes poorly, you may have to change your name, Guy.
Yeah.
Not so Guy English.
James, what? I'm thinking athletics, unless you could make a play for there to be some other check that.
I mean, athletics is actually my strongest.
Roll athletics.
Okay.
The good news, Guy, is we have an opening in the band for a soprano.
Ooh. That's actually a 23.
Oh,
All
That's
right.
good.
You are throwing axes. You are throwing left, throwing axes right, throwing axes very near, but
I
not
like to
at
keep my full English. Thank you.
Guy English. Guy English, you have a chance to try and do something to add to this performance. I don't know if you want to try and do more flips, or perhaps you want to simply go full on clown show and do something performance related. But I'd like you to make some kind of check.
All right. I'm very stealthy, but I'm stealthy and smart, which is
Stealth, the finest of the stage arts. which of the Greek muses
Disappears.
was stealth?
Ooh, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. So while I am I'm gonna take out my crossbow and I'm going to pretend
and
to
a
like
longbow. Wow.
Oh, did I say crossbow? I meant
Longbow.
longbow.
Oh, okay. I thought you had both, and I was like, that seems unnecessary.
Overkill. I'm the overkill
Calling the
killer.
longbow by its wrong name, it's going to get cross.
Yeah.
So I'll take out my longbow and I am going to jokily aim it at Lord VD over here.
Oh.
Is this a bad idea?
I mean,
Do it.
Diendo's already laughing.
Jokily. It's a joke.
It's totally a joke.
And while I'm doing that, I'm going to do the cantrip of like whisper message to Vasha and tell Vasha that Valeria digs her.
Whoa. That seems dangerous.
I'm not sure which one of these is the most dangerous.
All
of
right.
the two
And then
items.
are you actually firing a bow at Lord Darthar, or just...
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm just aiming.
Just aiming.
As a distraction, so like one thing is happening, but like
All right.
she's hearing
and so
something else.
no one notices Vasha blushing. Guy English, do you want to do anything else as part of this combat demonstration?
All right, so is there food on the table yet?
Oh yeah, there's appetizers, apps.
All right, I am going to attempt to shoot my
Shootable
longbow
food.
into Darthar's appetizers.
All right, I think I don't know. You could do a dexterity check.
Dexter, wouldn't I
Or-
just shoot my longbow?
Yeah,
See
you
if
can
I
shoot your
hit?
longbow, whatever you.
All right. Oh, no, not so bad. Not so bad. 18.
All right. You perfectly, he's like taking a sip from a fancy shrimp cocktail, and the arrow catches the shrimp and like pins it to a beam next to him. And he seems cross, but everybody else is laughing, and so he starts fake laughing too.
You shot a shrimp with an arrow? That's awesome.
That's
I would
pretty-
love to see
That
that.
is awesome. I put my arms up and I like do a little.
All right. Valeria, do you want to close
Fancy
the
spin.
act? There is still a winner needs to be defined.
I'm gonna walk over to Guy. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna look at Vasha, and I'm gonna punch Guy straight in the face.
What?
All right.
I'm
Is this a
taking damage.
performance, or are you just doing it?
I think I'm probably just doing it to sell
All
it.
right. Give me
Hit
a
me, buddy.
performance. All right, roll to see if you hit, and then give me a performance check to determine whether you do real damage or and how well you sell it.
I rolled a 21 to hit.
All right. I suspect that from what I know about Guy English, I suspect his armor class is less than 21.
Yes.
Yep. Give me a performance check, Valeria.
Performance I'm not so good at.
Yeah, well.
-1 on performance. So if I perform badly,
You might actually hurt Guy, or it might not look cool.
oh well. I mean, I don't want to not look cool. So
Yeah, not in front of Vasha.
no.
I'm your buddy, so I'll take a good hit.
Yep.
I could also. Can I also roll performance?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I rolled a 19.
That's pretty
I
good.
rolled a 13.
All right. And so you do like a big kind of comical wind up and smash Guy English in the nose. Guy, I imagine you like flail your arms and crumple to the ground
Gracefully.
gracefully.
Thank
The crowd seems to love it, and you are given a chance to gracefully both exit the stage where Anton is waiting to greet the two of you. And he says, very, very good, very good. It's time for another quick performance from the band. Performance check.
Sure,
Can you
why
hear-
not?
Yeah.
This is such a weird adventure.
We're all
I
stuck
didn't
in the
realize
same
we were-
room and we can't do anything.
I
We have
knew
to-
we were performing, but I didn't know we had to like have a whole plan.
Always.
I
be
rolled
prepared.
a 2,
Oh no.
which means thankfully I still have a +7. So
You still
it's a
have
9.
advantage as a bard.
Yeah. Oh, 23.
And Diendo, how'd you do?
Diendo's warmed up now, so he
Oh.
hit 21.
Nice.
Diendo, what song? You get to pick the second song. What are you playing?
What song do you think they played on the Titanic as it was going down? It's that one.
I don't know. Okay.
Very Titanic.
Near my God to
theme.
thee.
Yes.
All right.
That's the one.
And let's see. Anton strides out into the courtyard once again and says, and now it is time for the main event where one of our brave warriors will take on one of nature's greatest beasts in hand-to-hand combat. There's kind of a large shed-like building beyond the courtyard, and
Is this the meat animal?
the
Oh, no.
doors open to
No.
that, and like a big metal cage on wheels starts kind of rattling out, and something inside that cage is kind of big and like shifting around and making some noise, and there's some scratching noises, and Anton scurries off the courtyard and heads over to you, Valeria, and he pulls out a little flask and hands it to you and says, the master thinks that this will be better for everything if you have a couple sips of this.
Ooh.
Oh no.
So
Don't do it.
what's in this?
It'll make it better.
Diendo sees this and drunkenly stumbles over and tries to grab it and drink it.
All right, I think we're just gonna do a quick contested dexterity check.
Diendo's going to try to pretend like he's drinking it, but he's actually going to drop it and shatter it on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Anton rolls a 3. He does not see Diendo coming. Diendo just like bumps right into Anton, and
Not a great roll, but it is an 11. So
it's a lot better than a 3. So you just kind of bump him. Do you snatch it?
booze! I want that.
It's in like a metal, it's a metal flask.
Like a
It
little flask.
shatters.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a metal flask.
Yeah.
No.
But do you grab it? Do you bump it? You're in control of the situation.
I feel that Diendo would have a flask on him generally.
Ooh, switch it.
And could switch it.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna. How full is this flask?
Seems full.
And how big is this flask?
Small.
Bigger than you.
Small. I don't know.
Small.
Yeah.
Full.
Yeah, Diendo's just gonna try to chug it, but when his mouth is completely full, he's just gonna spit it out all over everybody. Like, it's disgusting.
Okay. Anton stares at you with wide eyes and says, That's coming out of your pay. Oh, well, I think that would have really helped you, Valeria, but time for you to get out there. And he kind of nudges you. I don't think he's capable physically of shoving you, but the large cage is kind of lined up with the courtyard now, and there's two servants that are kind of sliding back various bolts, and there's clearly some kind of wild animal in there prepared to come out.
Okay. I mean, I think this is what Valeria's built for, so...
All right.
Do I have any idea, based on the taste of what I was drinking, that...
oh, yeah. In fact, if you tasted it, you know exactly what it was.
Okay.
You know that
maybe
it was...
I didn't spit it out.
Well, I mean, I think you had to taste some of it. It was a potion of speed.
Oh.
Oh!
Well, I would definitely have swallowed it then as soon as I recognized what it was.
All right. You,
Instead of
for the
spit it
next
out.
several minutes, will have the benefits of a potion of speed, which will really throw off your rhythm when you're playing the next song.
Speed flute. It's just double time.
Yeah.
Tony, it's pan flute. Nobody knows whether I'm good or not.
No one does. So the out of the big metal cage, a hulking, furry and yet also feathered creature emerges, and there is a kind of a dull, loud, thunderous hooting noise. And this is indeed an owlbear that has been brought forth for the entertainment of these lovely party folk. And
You got your owl and my bear.
Yeah, the owlbear. Somehow this seems like they should have much more protections in place to keep the owlbear from maiming the guests, but it's that kind of party. The owlbear has squared off with Valeria.
It's the kind of party where nobody brings protection. Did somebody say with my bare hands? Not bare hands, but...
Well, I think, you know...
I just want to know if I'm punching an owlbear to death for the next hour.
I think, you know, the idea is one-on-one combat. There's some liberties have been taken.
Okay, good.
You know, James, you can do whatever you want, but I'm going to roll initiative for the owlbear.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that too. Not for the owlbear.
Do we all roll initiative?
I assume
Nope.
we all have to roll. No.
Just Valeria.
Oh.
I rolled an 18.
I have rolled a 15 for the owlbear, and so you're going to go first with an 18.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Give me a quick perception check.
Diendo grabs a bag of popcorn off
Yep.
the low tray.
From a
tray.
plastic tray.
Very quickly.
Just as quickly as you stole that potion of speed that
Nobody even sees it.
yeah.
that was a 16.
Now you notice that owlbear. You notice it does not have claws. It seems like this owlbear has been perhaps also subjected to perhaps not the best captivity treatment. This is not a full strength owlbear.
Oh.
I mean,
so
like,
cruel.
I'm going to feel bad killing it.
Yay, I love a good distraction from the horrors of the real world like Dungeons and Dragons.
But
I will point out this would be if Eloise, Diendo, or Guy English wish to slip away, this probably would be an opportune moment to do so.
Well, I think, like, Valeria normally would, you know, like, feel some empathy for this creature. But unfortunately, at the sight of an owlbear, I think she's going to go into rage mode. One of the things that when Valeria goes into rage mode, she has wild magic, and she can't quite control what happens, but I rolled a d8, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, it's your turn. You're going first. You rolled higher than the owlbear, so...
I rolled a 3, which means that a small pixie appears next to
That's awkward.
the...
Is this
the
your
owlbear.
conscience telling you?
Well, I mean, I don't know if anybody
Valeria,
else
don't
could...
kill the owlbear. It's me. Jimmy
It
Pixie.
sits on the shoulder of the owlbear.
Is it Kim
talking to-
Deal? Because we could use a bassist.
I will say that the that will be a surprise for the owlbear in a minute. I will run towards the owlbear with my shield up, brandishing a longsword, and I will take a swipe at it.
All right. Do it. Roll it.
That is a 23 to hit.
All right. Owlbears are big and not the most dexterous. You hit it like you're running into the side of a building. Roll some damage.
1d8 plus 3. That is 10 damage.
All right. The owlbear hoots at you aggressively. Hoot hoot!
What was that again?
Hoot hoot!
And at the end of the current turn, I guess it's after the owlbear gets to go. Okay.
All right.
While this is going on, Diendo hands his pan flute over to Guy English and says, "Hold this, I gotta go to the bathroom."
Okay.
Take over.
Valeria, let's see. So you just went. So the owlbear is going to go. The owlbear has multi-attack. First, the owlbear kind of its huge owl-like face snaps out at you, trying to beak you with its beak, because that's what you do with a beak. It has rolled an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
10 piercing damage, tearing a corner out of Valeria. And then...
but I'm raging, so I have resistance to piercing, so that's half damage.
All right, so you'll take half of 10, which is 5. I know that from P-Calc.
Ooh,
And then the owlbear, enraged by this, rears up and swipes at you with claws. The owlbear rolls a critical.
I thought it had been declawed.
Yeah.
Solder.
So you are going to take bludgeoning damage. You're going to take 20 bludgeoning damage.
I'm going to
Holy
take
cow.
10 bludgeoning damage.
You
Because
resist bludgeoning damage as well.
I do indeed.
All right. While this is happening, so Valeria and the owlbear are having a vicious fight. The crowd is very into it. Maybe you guys all are too. So it's up to you whether you want to watch this fight or use this opportunity to do other things here at the party.
Yeah, Diendo has already announced he's got to pee, so he's going to...
All right, Diendo, you slink away. Where do you want to slink to?
High speeds, he's going to start heading towards the staircase that he saw on the map.
Did you
Push past these idiot jugglers that he thought was a pile of trash. Excuse me, trash, he says as he passes.
You leave the courtyard and head into the Great Hall. I'll let you basically, you can do 2 full moves and a little bit more. You know that there are there's stairs leading up to the second floor. I think you know that it's basically like from the map that Buttons gave you off behind the kitchen. I don't know if you see that on the map here.
All right, I've done 2 moves.
All right.
And I see there's a guard down there, so...
Yeah, you do see there is a guard
make it interesting.
standing next to the stairs leading up. Eloise, would you like to do anything while this is happening?
I am going to message, like...
Everyone?
No. Yeah.
Put it on blast.
Yeah, right. What's up, y'all?
Valeria,
filming a
Valeria's
YouTube
like,
video.
I'm busy! As Valeria's being crushed by an owl there.
Eloise
Read
is like,
the
"Hey
room."
guys, I'm at this crazy party."
No, so I'm gonna message Hrill to let them know that Diendo is on the way. So if perchance Valeria maybe goes down,
It's not going to happen.
not that we are indicating that would happen, but just to let them know, like, we have to keep distraction until Diendo returns.
All right. Guy English, would you like to do anything while this is happening?
I have the pan flute now.
The world is yours.
I do feel like the world is my oyster.
Can you do the
got
music
spit
from
all
Star
over it.
Trek where they're fighting the Gorn?
Oh,
kind of-
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
What? Okay, now what does that sound like on a pan flute?
Exactly like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
The original music was actually played on pamphlet. Not everybody knows that.
Actually, you said everyone's distracted.
very distracted.
Okay, I am also going to kind of slip away down towards where Diendo is. Actually, no, I'm going to slip away to the armory.
All right, you head into the armory. There is a guard stationed in the armory, but he is like totally like right by the door, looking out the window. He's trying to watch the fight from his station inside the armory, and so, you know, he's not paying any attention to you because you are not fighting an owlbear.
Do I, on this turn, in addition to moving, can I grab this guard and take his uniform?
You can certainly try and knock him out. He is a guard, so do you want to give me some kind of attack on this guard? I don't know. You're a ranger, so I don't know how this works. Do you just like I'm gonna walk 20 feet away and shoot you from a distance with a bow because I don't want to get
stab you with my arrow.
I don't want to get rusty or
I do have darts.
Those are just like little arrows.
It's like ping. I mean, no, I still have hand-to-hand combat possibility, right? Like I
don't
can
know.
still.
I mean, you probably do. Yeah, I'm just making generalizations about rangers.
That's really rude.
Well, I am who I am.
Yeah, I just kind of want to try and sleeper hold on this guy.
All right, give me an attack on the guard. You have advantage. You can do whatever melee attack you are best at, and we'll just assume that you're doing it non-lethally.
All right. So what would I roll for that? Just a d20.
Yep. And then I don't know if you've got on your sheet some kind of unarmed attack.
No.
And you definitely have advantage.
No, I
because
do. I do have an
he's
unarmed attack.
Not paying attention.
Oh no, 3.
You have advantage
no.
because he does not.
Thank God.
He's totally has his back to you. And he's not paying attention.
Okay. 19. No, 20 because I have +2.
All right. Can you roll me damage?
I can roll you damage. It says 1 damage.
All right. We'll assume that you are able to incapacitate this guard because he did not see it coming, and you drag him away from the window and perhaps behind a piece of furniture. And on your next turn, you can steal his outfit if that's what you want to do.
Excellent. I cover him in wooden weapons.
Put him in a suit of armor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever tried to put an unconscious person into a suit of armor? It's
I
really
have,
hard.
Tony, just last week.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
We've
like
all-
putting a child to bed when they're all
we've all been to college. Okay, fine.
I was there just last week.
So
Put somebody into a suit of armor. It was a weird week.
Yep. All right, Hrill, you are seated next to Lord Darathar, and he is super into the fight. He's occasionally like whispering to you. It's like, yes, this is why I paid extra for the owlbear, and he's clapping.
I am gonna, because I'm a little worried about my friend, and when the owlbear looks like it is next attacking, I'm gonna like stand up like I'm really excited and cheering. But what I'm gonna really do is like knock the table over so that hopefully it distracts the owlbear a bit and maybe does a little less damage to Valeria.
Give me some kind of roll to get the owlbear's attention. I think I want to call this a performance check.
It's a 4.
All right,
And-
you knock a bunch of stuff off the table. The owlbear seems oblivious to it. The people sitting next to you are real pissed off.
You're basically
Really
like
sorry about that wine on your robes, dude.
You're just like a small
My name
cat
does say
pushing the stuff
ominous.
off the table.
Should have known this was going to happen.
Yeah. All right, we checked in with Hrill. We checked in with Guy English. We checked in with Diendo. Eloise, do you want to be doing so? You messaged somebody. Did you want to do anything else?
Yeah, just playing,
Playing?
kind of being
All
ready to do whatever. But like, I know that if I stop playing, that will be the wrong kind of distraction.
Okay.
So we're
You
just
might have
gonna
a
keep it
bard
going.
song that might be useful.
Yep.
I mean,
Your spells are
enthrall,
basically
sleep.
songs.
Let's see this play out.
Sleep
a
will
bit.
probably knock
Yeah.
out Valeria. So
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
want to see if I can take this owlbear. And
Valeria, you are next.
So point of order, I actually did 2 more damage in the previous turn.
Okay, noted.
And
Just
also,
because.
at the end of the turn, the little pixie that was sitting on the shoulder of the owlbear violently explodes. Owlbear needs to do a dexterity saving throw 13.
Owlbear is not great at dexterity. Let's see here. 19 for the owlbear. The owlbear dodges the explosion.
As it explodes, it reappears on the other shoulder of the owlbear.
Okay.
I don't know why I have a pixie, but apparently I have a pixie.
Is this a friend or a victim?
I mean, I think it's some aspect of my personality.
What are friends but victims that don't know what they've gotten into?
Or have given consent.
What's interesting is even after it explodes, you can't get rid of it. That pixie sticks.
Yeah.
Right,
all out of Pixie's puns.
All in on this
It
thing.
can explode now for good.
Yeah.
I have no more use for it.
Swipe again with my longsword at this owlbear's face. And that is a 22 to hit.
That definitely hits an owlbear.
And that's 13 damage.
All right, that owlbear is hurting.
I should hope so.
Do you have animal handling? Any decent animal handling? Has anybody ever used animal handling in any D&D?
I think always have animal
occasionally
handling,
happens.
and I can't believe I don't have it this time.
I think at this point of the combat, I think handling is probably off the table.
Yeah,
It's never too late to handle something.
All right, the owlbear is next. The owlbear is going to do another beak attack. I have rolled a 21 to hit.
Ooh.
10 piercing damage, of which he'll resist some, and I have rolled a less impressive 16 to hit with my claws.
That will not hit.
Okay.
What was the first damage? It was
10, but I think you're still having damage, right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
The pixie on the shoulder of the owlbear explodes again.
Do I make another dexterity check for the owlbear?
You do indeed.
I have rolled a 12, which doesn't seem very good.
It doesn't. The pixie explodes right in its face. And
No, that's its owl part.
the owlbear takes 6 damage in the face.
Honestly, that seems like for an exploding pixie, feels like in your face, that owlbear got off easy. But I will tell you, this owlbear is bloodied.
The pixie, unsurprisingly, reappears on the other shoulder. No, let's actually say on top of its head.
Okay. The fight is, now that there's explosions, people are super into it. While that's happening, Diendo, you're sneaking around.
Sneaking around at high speeds. All right, I'm going to go around the corner here and see if that guard's still chilling down there.
There is a guard. This guard does not have a fight to watch, so he is just bored. He sees you coming around the hall.
He does.
Well, there's nothing else for him to look at.
I'm going to run the rest of the way to as far as my move will take me. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 1,
You get double move,
2,
right?
3. And I'm going to try to just like rush past him, and I'm going to say, I gotta go real bad. I just had a potion of speed, and I've got to incapacitate an owlbear real fast.
Okay. All right. And so you just rush past. You know what? Give me a performance check.
Sure. Well, it's a 9.
Yeah, I think he's like, no, off limits. He's gonna attempt to stop you. I'm gonna roll an athletics check for the guard. Feel free to make an acrobatics check to avoid. He's not like great at this. He's also, he's not super motivated. He has rolled an 8 to try and grab you, Diendo.
It does say I can move through the space of any creature that is of a size larger than mine.
Yeah, but he's
as a halfling.
You can. The creature may or may not be let you do that.
That seems like a bit of a ripoff. After I took this halfling and all. Fine. Well, I got a 7 on acrobatics.
I also got, I got an 8. So I think he like grabs you by the arm and like keeps you from going. It seems like you might be on the verge of combat. Do you have any?
I'm going to start peeing on him.
That's combat.
Hold on. I need to open an email to Incomparable HR again. Just going to use my Steve template.
Just a little to highlight the point that I got to go.
All right. He lets you go. Yeah.
It's so warm.
All right. I'm going to go a couple more squares and I'm going to say, I'm sorry. I had to go. I told you I had to go.
right.
I'll be down real fast.
He is going to. He's not happy about it, but he's going to follow you upstairs. But he's keeping at least 10 feet distance from you.
What he doesn't know is I have reach.
Okay. Guy English, you are in the armory with a knocked out guard. A guard you have not urinated on. Thank you.
Doing better than Diendo. All right, I'm taking the uniform.
All right, you shock the guard of his uniform. I will say the guards probably got like armor, and then they all have kind of like matching fancy white robes over the armor, and so it's kind of really easy to just put that on over your own
Nice.
equipment and whatnot. So we'll say that was your action. You are now disguised as a guard. None of the guards looks like Guy English, but you are disguised as a guard, not a particular guard, generic guard, just any regular guy.
Some old guy.
Who's English.
Yeah, just some guy.
Just some guy.
Some guy.
What would you like to do next?
So that was my action. So that means
Yeah.
I have a move.
Indeed, you
I
do.
am going to station myself. I'm going to move kind of towards the jugglers
Okay, there's two.
and kind of like stand.
The jugglers,
door for
so
them.
everybody else is super into the fight. The jugglers are standing just over by the windows to the courtyard, and they look bored out of their minds. They're both smoking cigarettes and playing with
Oh, that's a
phones.
window?
Oh,
Is that a window? We've all been using it like a door.
It's French doors.
Oh, okay.
not English.
Good
doors.
job. I am
A door
French.
and a window?
Yeah. Ooh la la.
This place
These people are rich.
Are rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doors are windows.
Real
are
bad for
doors.
keeping your mansion secure, but so classy. And I apologize. There's no such
Just
thing
like
as
the French.
There's no such thing as French doors. They are what we call in the mansion business goblin doors. So. All right, that was Diendo. That was Guy English. Hrill, you have knocked over a bunch of dishes.
It's gonna be hard for me to leave, being the VIP and all.
You did probably get some food or beverage on your robes.
It's true. You know what? I'm gonna excuse myself because I need to clean up before the after party.
Yeah.
Costume change.
All right.
So I'm going to start slinking out in this direction.
All right. Roll stealth.
Stealth?
Roll stealth. You said slink. Slink sounds sneaky.
I am very stealthy. I rolled 25.
All right. Vasha snaps her fingers and motions for two guards to escort you, but somehow they lose you in the crowd.
And I can do double my move, right?
Yeah.
Because I am
You didn't
doing
attack.
nothing else.
Yeah.
So I should be about here.
All right, you cross the courtyard and enter the Great Hall. There might be a few people in the Great Hall, but their interests are all most of them are like standing by the doors, the goblin doors, or the windows peeking out at the fight. So no one notices, an ominous warlock crossing the Great Hall. Eloise of the Woods, would you like to be doing anything at this time?
I'm going to let Hrill know that they made it out safe. I'm kind of just stationed here, keep playing, jamming, vibing.
I mean,
keeping it.
just as a curiosity, do you have any healing?
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably take this owlbear single-handedly.
Touch. Okay. Oh, healing word does do. I thought I had to touch you, which
I can also heal with a touch, but
but
It's just real conspicuous.
I
You
have
to run out
healing-
and
I have healing word.
healing word. You just have to hear it.
Yep. So I will add to the song that I am playing.
Ooh.
I'm going to, let's see.
There's a bridge in the middle that's
good-
like...
Yeah.
It's like a solo or...
Yeah,
Well,
just
I mean,
a little
Eloise
riff.
is the only one playing music
Yeah,
right now.
so it's all solo. So I'm going to riff and think
Healing
of something
riff.
creative here to add and say heal. You're healing.
All right. Roll that healing word.
We'll add something creative in post.
3 plus 3 is 6.
I will take it.
Use offer code top 4 summer. That's real.
All right. Valeria, it is your turn. You've just been healed.
I want to say that like every time one of these pixies has exploded, it's just like a cloud of blood. So I am like dripping in blood. The
What color
owlbear-
is pixie blood, though? It's like tie-dye.
I think it's like, yeah. I mean, I think each one's probably a different
Like
color.
a fuchsia.
It's just glitter.
It's just blood with glitter in it. Yeah.
Okay.
So like I'm drenched, looking
Okay.
the part, and kind of just.
What part is that you're looking at?
I'm sort of like I'm just looking over at Vasha, you know.
Okay.
But
This is considered cool in your culture?
yes,
Yeah, does she dig it?
I think she does.
There's a lot riding on this fight.
Not too unlike what happens between two orcs during private times. So
Okay. Is there always an owl bear?
If
Only
you're
for
lucky,
special events.
yeah,
Okay.
the owlbear is considered sacred in my culture.
Then why are you hurting it?
Stop killing it.
Okay, I will attempt to swing my sword again at said owlbear, and that is a 23.
That definitely hits. Owl bear is big, slow, lumbering, full of owls.
Multiple owls?
And I
That would be an
bear's
owl.
dude?
That would be an owl's bear.
Yeah.
it has a
I
right to bear
do
owls.
10 damage to owlbear.
All right, that owl bear looks like 2 good hits would take it out. He's getting a little dizzy. It's taking a lot of hits. A lot of pixies have exploded near it. The owl bear is next. It opens up. This time, it's gonna mix it up. It's gonna try and claw you first, and then peck at you.
Wow.
I have rolled a 21,
Oof, that'll hit.
10 damage, and it pecks at you. I have rolled a 25.
That probably hits.
All right. Each of those attacks would do 10 damage,
So
and then I believe
just
you.
take half of that. It's a good thing I had this half damage, or I'd have
Uh-huh.
been dead long ago.
Yeah, what's your
I have 11
how-
hit points. I've got 11 left.
Oh,
Okay.
which is to say one
good hit.
one beak,
good hit.
and one
Yeah.
Does anything happen at the end of the owlbear's turn? There's still
Yeah,
a pixie?
there is a pixie which explodes at the back of its head like a kind of
The
migraine.
owlbear rolls a 14 to try and roll out of the way. I forget what it had to get.
Yeah, that's fine. It beat it.
All right.
But it's still covered in more blood.
All right. Diendo, you are on the stairs. You are heading up to the second floor of the mansion. There is a guard, not hot on your heels, cool on your heels. You know. Also, yeah, and there's kind of I guess you leaving a bit of a trail. You know, as you head up to the
I'll
second
be easy
floor.
to find then.
Yeah. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
All right. Now
Gotta
you
go
can
the
count-
whole time.
That's you coming up the stairs there.
I'm gonna blast along into the hallway and see
All
what I can
right.
see.
You blast along into the hallway. You come up the stairs. You know, you're at a big still it's a mansion, and this is clearly the kind of the private quarters, but you know, pretty nice fancy wide hallways, lots of doors and lots of artwork on the walls. There's clearly a variety of chambers and hallways off here. You look left and you look right. You're at a bit of an intersection here. You can see a guard stationed north of the hallway, and he's looking at you with kind of a glare. There's a set of double doors right across the hall from you. There is another door a little bit further north down the hall there, and then there's several doors south down the hall.
Interesting. Okay.
So there are the guard is, I don't know, 30 or 40 feet down the hall across an intersection from you, glaring at you. You could duck into a room to the left or the right if you were so inclined.
And there's the double doors in front of me.
Yeah, double doors to your right. single door to your left. I forget how much you know about the map that you were given.
I did look at the map,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that the room in front of me has doors out as well
It
as
does.
potentially windows I could bail out of.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try and open the door to that room in front of me with the double doors.
Give me a strength check.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm good at.
Mm.
It's not actually what I'm good at.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say, I love when I can never tell if it's sarcastic or not.
It's a 9,
Okay.
which is a great roll.
You slam your shoulder into a door that is firmly locked and requires more than a 9 to break open. This door is locked.
Okay. So with my speed, do I have time to try the next door down the hall?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
All right. I'm going to bounce off of that door drunkenly, as is my wont.
And
then
head
over to
into
the other
that door?
side and see
And I
about that
apologize,
door.
the grid doesn't quite line up.
How dare
You
you?
burst into that door. That door was unlocked, and
Oh, it's a bathroom.
perhaps this is indeed the bathroom. This is clearly the private upstairs bathroom. There is, but it's a bathroom. There's a fancy ceramic bathtub in the center. There is, all the kinds of things that you would find in a bathroom, in addition to, some fancy towels, soaps, cosmetics, and whatnot. And it is indeed the bathroom, so you have really sold what you were trying to do.
All right. Diendo goes in and slams the door and yells, "Thanks for the escort!"
All right. We'll see what happens. We'll see how that works out. Eloise of the Woods, you are we're back at the stage. Do you want to do anything helpful from the stage for the fight?
Yeah, I would like to do another healing word.
And so you do.
Every healing word, I can probably survive another round with this thing.
Yeah, I rolled, you get 8 back.
Ooh, that's nice. I'm at 19.
All right. Guy English, you are disguised as a guard and standing next to some
Trash.
some why I don't understand why we're so anti-juggler. But yeah, some real juggalos.
I whispered to the jugglers, "Hey, you see those two over there? The twinsies,
Anton and Mishka.
Yeah. They really hate jugglers. I've been hearing them talk smack like this whole time. Like they're really juggler racist. It's horrible. You should definitely confront them and change their minds. And I don't know, but or stay away from them. But either way, they're bad news. So I say that as like I'm walking away.
Give me a
Straight
quick
down the
performance check as you lie to them about the juggler racism of Anton and Mishka.
Okay. That is an 8.
Slightly
believe me.
The two jugglers like look at you, look at each other, and go back to smoking their cigarettes as Guy stalks away.
Useful.
Yep.
I just take my move of 30 and I'm over there.
All right.
Making my way to the stairs.
Yep.
You can do double move though if you don't take an action, right?
I'll let you do a double move if you want, Guy.
Ooh, double move. I'm over here now.
All right.
By this goblin door.
Yes. Hrill, what would you like to be doing? You have made it to the Great Hall. You are, as a VIP, perhaps your actions may be more noticed than others, but
Well, I'm going to the bathroom too, so
okay.
It'll just be coincidence that I am, running into other people in the washroom.
Okay.
You should get to use the fancy bathroom as well because you're
Mm-hmm.
special guest.
So which way are you heading?
Right here.
All right, you
I'm
basically
still sneak running.
Hrill and Guy English, you've kind of met up on the hallway,
High five.
leading toward the stairs.
So like
Tor-
sleek high. Shh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stealth high
Um,
five.
Let's see. So that's Eloise, that's Diendo, that's Hrill, that's Guy. I think that brings us back around to Valeria.
You had to make this map so big. It's taking us
I
like
know.
I'm
I
sorry.
just moved down the hallway. I'm just walking.
I can take an owlbear. I feel that I can do this.
You got
so
this.
I swing for one of its legs with my sword, and that is a 15.
15 hits an owlbear.
Yes, that is 10 damage.
Ugh, the owlbear looks like it is on its last legs, but it is still enraged, and it looks it's going to try and do as much damage to you as it can before it takes it out. The courtyard is covered with blood, both half-orc, pixie, and owlbear blood, and the guests are super into this because what do you like to do before you head to the basement and summon a demon? You like to see an owlbear murdered before your very eyes.
Or a
but
half-orc.
this entertainment is exciting, and it is totally keeping the crowd captivated as the rest of our gang of hoodlums sneaks away to try and make their way upstairs to the office where something lies lurking, waiting to stop them before they get to the vault. Will the second floor be a bloodbath as rich and colorful as the courtyard, or will the rest of the heist go off without incident? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill: Party Crashers.
The Incomparable Podcast Network. Become a member and support this show today. theincomparable.com/members